All right, in this video, we're gonna go over installs and how to create and assign out installs to your team to go in and view from their own accounts, all right? So really, I will say practice scripts are really the most important one that can then be assigned and repped and viewed by your teams. Installs are really just created playbook items that can then be able to be assigned to players, and then they can go in and view those diagrams, they can see them play out and everything, but they will not be able to rep installs, okay? So to create an install, we'll just go to this Installs tab on the left and then Create New Install up in the top right corner. And then from there, we'll be able to go in to our playbook and add different playbook items that we've created, whether it be offensive plays, defenses. We can go in and add whichever plays we want to that install to be able to group out our playbook and then assign that out to our team. Our players will actually not see our entire playbook, as to not overwhelm them at first whenever we're creating this out. But this is a very quick and easy way for you guys to, as a coach, to go in and assign out the plays to players to be able to add to an install. And they can go in and view the segmented piece of the playbook, obviously the install that you're assigning to them, right? So for offensive plays, it's really simple. We'll just be able to go in and select whichever plays we want to add to the playbook or add to the install, and then that'll be assigned and added to the install. For defenses, we can do the same thing. We can go in and select whichever defenses we want to assign to the installs. But in addition to defenses, we can also add play examples under this, right? So here's my 3 sky right here, okay? And here I'm just going to go in and add a couple of play examples under 3 sky if we wanted to show how this would play out against different formations or different plays. But these are just going to be basically like full plays that we can then go in and add under that particular defense 3 sky. And then players can then go in and see this under that install, right? So let's say that we wanted to just show the alignments and the assignments of everybody in this against a 2x2 formation real quick. I'm not going to go through and go too in depth. This is kind of something I just created on the fly. But you will be able to see, though, and you will be able to create our defense and our structure based on whatever we're trying to do right here. Okay, so here's how I want my 3 sky to look against a 2x2, and we can just call this 3 sky versus 2x2. This would really kind of be a fire zone, but just for the example's sake. Okay, so there's one in play example real quick. Can go finish with the route creation process, and then we can save and add this, and now this is going to be under 3 sky, so whenever a player goes in, he'll be able to scroll through and see all the different examples that we want to add into 3 sky. So let's say that we just wanted to add 2 play examples under 3 sky. We wanted a 2x2 look, and then we also wanted to see how this would look against a 3x1 formation. We could change up this as we want. We could say that we don't want to send this Sam in 3x1. We want to send this Will instead, kind of a back or go call. This guy would be stunting inside that outside end. But really just the thing you need to understand is that you're able to add play examples under any created defense, and then you're able to name these accordingly based on whatever you want to and whatever you're trying to show to your players, and an easy way for you to group these together, right? I know this isn't perfect and might not be the most sound defense, but just use this as an example. Let's say 3 sky against 3x1 and 3 sky against 2x2. But those are play examples, right? So we can just add those under the defense. We can go in and review this install right here, see what's assigned in this install and selected. And then we can go back to add to install if we wanted to go in and make changes to this. But once we're ready to go ahead and save this, we can just go Save Install in the top right corner. Title that however we want to. Go ahead and save. And then we can also go in and assign this out to our players automatically. This would be the exact same process as if we were assigning a script. We can assign this to specific position groups, units, or the entire team as a whole right there. I just went ahead and assigned this to my entire team. And now players will then be able to go in and see the different installs that are created and assigned. So for example, here's this install I just created, my example install. We can go in and see my play examples under 3 Sky. Can go in and see the different offensive plays created. And this is what the players will be able to go in and see under their accounts, whether it be from the mobile app or the FootballU.com website, to show them what their responsibilities are on a given play. So that is installs in FootballU and how you can go in and create these and assign these out to players to go in and view from their own accounts.